Hello everyone, namaste and welcome back to another new video. So in today's video, we're gonna cook some yummy paneer parathas. Before we start, if you're new to my channel, then hello, hi, my name is Pushpanjali and I make videos in various content. So show some love and subscribe to my channel, and yes, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram account because I'm super duper active there. Let's get started. So first of all, we're gonna prepare the dough, which is the main ingredient to prepare the parathas. Take a clean bowl, and here I'm gonna use 3 medium cups of wheat flour. Now I'm adding 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee. You can add any oil if you want, but I'm using ghee because ghee gives a different desi flavor to your parathas. Now I'm adding 2 small teaspoons of salt. Now mix them all together with the clean hands. I always mix them all together before I pour the water to the dough because it gives the whole flavor of ghee in the rotis. Now gently add some water to the atta. Pour the water gently because mixing them all together at once makes the dough more rough and hard. When your dough is totally ready, take a half teaspoon of ghee and pour it on the dough and spread it all over the top, and then cover it with a cloth or a plate. And now keep it aside for 10 to 15 minutes. Moving towards our filling preparation. For this, I'm going to use 250 grams of paneer. With the help of the grater, grate the paneer in the small pieces, or you can smash it with your fingers as per your convenience. So for the spices, here I'm going to use 3 green chilies, some cumin seeds, some garlic and some ginger. Grind them all together and make a rough paste of it. Moving on, take a clean bowl and put your grated paneer into it. I recommend you to grate the paneer instead of smashing them with your fingers because grating gives the smooth and soft structure to your filling and have no lumps into it. Add on your garlic ginger spices. Now adding 2 small teaspoons of salt. You can add as per your taste. For some special flavors here, I'm going to use chili flakes, some oregano, and for some chatpada flavor here, I'm going to use half a teaspoon of amchur powder, adding 2 big spoons of lemon juice. At the end, adding some finely chopped coriander leaves. Now mix them all together with your clean hands and make a good soft dough. Now let's get back to our dough, which was waiting for us for 15 minutes. You can see our dough has become more softer than it was. Take small amount of dough as you do regularly for your daily chapatis. Just roll it with your palms and shape it in a small ball. And gently press it with the help of your fingers at both the sides. I use dry atta in a small plate, or you can use it in a bowl, to cover my rotis and to roll them in a neat form. Now keeping the dough on a clean surface, and with the help of the rolling pin, I'm going to roll them. You can roll them in any of the shape you want, but for parathas, round shape are the best and looks very neat. So I am not perfect in it, but I do my best. Just keep in your mind the chapatis which you are rolling before the filling should be in a thick layer or a medium layer, because after the filling, when you roll it, it's gonna tear apart or the filling gonna come outside. Now let's move on to our filling. I'm taking the chapati which I had rolled and taking some amount of paneer filling which we had prepared, and now gently I'm gonna fill this in the chapati and close it gently. Now after the filling, again I'm going to use this dry flour to cover my dough at both the sides. Just because I don't want this to get sticky, I don't want to stick to the floor or to the rolling pin. After sprinkling a little bit of atta on the floor and then gently pressing your dough with the help of your fingers, and then I'll start rolling. You have to roll your rotis very gently with no force on it, because putting force on it or having more pressure makes your rotis tear apart or the filling may come outside. You can roll them in any way you want, like a thin layer or in a very thick layer, but I usually keep it in a thin layer. Now moving on to our cooking process. Make sure your pan is nice and hot. Putting your rolled chapatis on the pan, and make sure your flame is medium or low, because keeping your flame on high makes your rotis a little bit of raw inside it. So I just want them to cook properly. So I'm just keeping my flame low. After flipping up the roti, I'm adding half a teaspoon of ghee over it, and you can use any of the oil if you want, but I love to have them with ghee. Flipping it again at both the sides and adding a little bit of ghee. Let it cook it slowly, because cooking on a low flame takes a lot of time, and I just want to make these parathas in crispy way. When you're done with your parathas, you're gonna see these brown spots on your parathas. I'm gently pressing the parathas at every sides or every corner of the rotis, because I just want to cook them at every corner of the roti. Now we are done with our parathas, serving them in a clean plate. You can use tissue papers or any cloth if you want. Now let's move on to the final step and my favorite, that's serving. So I love to have these parathas with some mango pickles, and I'm using fresh cream, and you can use a butter or anything you want, and with some more fresh and cold curd. Now our parathas are ready to serve. And yeah, I'm so sorry, I just forgot to keep the main decorating thing, and that is a piece of a coriander. And I hope you loved the video, and if you loved it, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share. I hope you will try this at home and give me a feedback, and please do comment on my video and let me know how did you like it. Okay guys, then I'm gonna end my video here, and I hope you loved it. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye, signing off.